This legendary creature has a whole lot more to it than it first appears. Because when you flip it over, it has one of the most powerful effects that you have ever seen. Let's do a deck doctor. First cut in this deck is Nicol Bolas God Pharaoh, because all of the Planeswalker abilities on this are defensive, like getting rid of your opponent's stuff. So I really think that Nicol Bolas the Ravager is ultimately going to be a better option, and the backside, which is the same cost as the Planeswalker, is Nicol Bolas the Arisen, which does give you some card draw and also deals more damage than God Pharaoh. So I just think this makes more sense. Second cut is Andrag the Quake Mole, because you don't have any haste enablers in this deck. So this guy's just going to sit on the field for a full round of turns, and he's probably going to go away before you get him to be able to attack. Looking for additional combats in this deck with all of the gods that are indestructible, Breath of Fury is going to do a lot of work because they can't easily get rid of all those indestructible creatures. Next cut is Godsire. Yes, I understand that you're going to hopefully get it out with Prismatic Bridge, but when it comes down to it, if you don't get this out with Prismatic Bridge, that is not exactly the best ability to be playing after a full round of the table. I'm going to replace that with Berkey, not so much for the front side, but for the back side, which has a little bit more card advantage in this deck, which is not a bad thing to have. My next cut is Ojer Accidental Deepest Might, because you don't have a critical mass of red creatures that are going to really care about that first ability, and you don't really want this flipping into a land that's only going to tap red. I'm going to replace that with Miracle Lord of Bones, because you're really focusing on cheating things in this deck, and this is going to do a lot of fun stuff with all of those gods that you have that have some really powerful abilities, because they may die, they may go to the graveyard, but then you can get them back. Last cut is the Balrog, Durin's Bane, which hurts me because I love Lord of the Rings. But the problem is that if you're not casting this, you're not getting a ton of the benefits. So let's replace him with a God Among Hobbits with Frodo, Sauron's Bane, because this is a fantastic one-drop in this deck that can do some real work and knock out a player without them expecting it.